A man wanted out of Nueces County for sexual assault turned himself into the Nueces County Sheriff's Office this past Wednesday. 40-year-old Jacob Perez is now being held in the Nueces County Jail on multiple charges of sexual assault. According to court documents, Perez was working as a softball coach when he met the two victims and began a sexual relationship with one of them, who was 16 years old at the time. Perez turned himself in for an outstanding warrant when investigators learned of the second victim and issued another warrant. Police say if you have any information regarding any other potential victims, call detectives at 361-886-2883.